Hello tipsters and tricksters, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Beach Tips and Tricks video. I am joined today by none other than the lovely Rachel Marquez. You guys will have already seen her in the video that'll look above of us singing. In fact, I think there's 2 now on the channel. So this is a little chance to get to know Rachel a bit better. We are heading to see Rachel's hubby, Eric, in Stranger Things tonight in Secret Cinema. And we thought we would get ready on camera for you guys because why not? You're like basically done. Like you pretty much just have lips and a bit of zhuzhing.
All foundation, really, I need to do, and lips. I did do the eyes this morning because it's one of my things, leaving the house without my eyes done. I feel really weird.
I think most people can relate to that for sure.
I did have my hair still in pins. I did talk to someone recently. They're like, oh, why is your hair up? I'm like, well, I'm doing an 80s thing. And you're like, they do pin girls in the 80s? Like, no, they did not. But I do.
But they had perms. So it's like the retro version of perms.
Absolutely.
I know that there's a thing where people were saying that no one of that era would have gone out with their hair in pin curls. But I feel like everyone that's into vintage style these days is so busy that they're all like, yeah, I'll definitely leave the house in a headscarf and pin curls. For sure.
Especially on public transit.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
It's going to tee you up.
Thank you. She treats me so well.
So you're basically going to drink tea while I do my face.
Okay. Have fun.
I'm going to follow the Louise Young book again because I'm not going to lie, I don't really know what people do for 80s makeup. I'm not a lover of 80s movies like I am mid-century ones, so...
I do love When Harry Met Sally, though. That's like my favorite.
I haven't seen that for ages. Maybe
She has like this gorgeous, like curly mass.
Oh, yeah?
I'm always watching it. I'm like, Meg Ryan's hair.
So fabulous. I just want to emulate that. I have to cover the bags up today. Sure. You can tell I have not been looking after my skin for the last few days. It doesn't take much.
Ah, NYX. Cool.
I find them really good. Like, they're cruelty-free and their stuff is actually like, well, it's professional makeup, so.
I'm glad that they're cruelty-free. Awesome.
Yeah, like most stuff they do is vegan apart from a few of the eyeshadows, but everything is cruelty-free.
I got one of their long-lasting lip things, and I do like it, but it is, I think, a little bit too coral red.
Yeah, they tend to be a bit extra, the colors.
Yeah, or like just too much on the orangey side.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people, when I wear that, they're like, wow, that's like the best color on you. Yeah, I don't really wear oranges, though.
It's not what you were aiming for. Yeah. It's funny, isn't it, like how, like what you feel comfortable in compared to what people tend to like notice on you. But maybe it's just because it's something different. Like they're so used to seeing you in the colors that you're comfortable in and then you're wearing something different. They're like, oh,
could be. I do need to get into the world of lip liner again. Because I don't know what happened to mine. I used to have a couple. I don't know. Different moves.
Love a good lip liner. Highly recommend.
No lip liner. I just brought this one. The Lip on Rose.
Oh yeah, I'm going to wear the same one. Is that red roses? Pink roses. Oh,
I figured that was a little more 80s.
The hot pink. Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm going to go red roses, which is like a darker version of that. So we're going to be matcha.
I love that one. It's funny though, when you wear like bright red lipstick nowadays, it's usually the kids that are more like weirded out by it. Like, because I sing a lot, and if there are kids in the audience, they'll just start to be staring at me. And every now and then I overhear them like talking to their parents like, she has red lips.
That's cute.
It's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, like even in old Disney movies, the princesses always had red lips, but now they have like quite natural, natural in a like Kim Kardashian kind of way. Nude, let's say nude makeup.
I don't mind like the natural nude look, but on lips, I don't know, I find I like having a little bit of definition down there because otherwise if I see a photo of myself, I'm like, yeah, my mouth has appeared.
It's just gone.
Tweaked my back this morning, so alas, I have to rearrange the lovely throw pillows.
My new array of 70s pillows that are everywhere. I found the big one over there that came from Pop Boutique in Covent Garden. Lovely. 15 for the whole pillow, including the inside.
Nice. Oh, you still got the tag on it.
Yeah, no, I got it yesterday.
It's interesting. I have so many nightmares. And I looked it up because Eric like never has bad dreams. And I'm just like, I'm very glad that you have a very healthy mind. But I looked it up. I was like, yeah, only like 10% of adults had nightmares. I'm like, oh,
really?
Interesting.
That's so random.
Yeah.
As in, like, regularly? Because, like, you'll hear people say, like, oh, I had a nightmare last night. But I suppose, I don't have nightmares, like, on a regular basis. 10% seems so low.
I know. Yeah. I blame it on my imagination.
Imagination. Have you seen the episode of South Park?
No,
So you're just like, what the hell happened to me?
Well,
she broke.
I tend to do the same thing where I just like break out in a song and I do not expect anyone to know the songs. It's like a new tone thing at Waterloo. Oh, what is it? I heard it on the way down and it reminds me of the beginning of a song. So whenever I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah, do-do-do-do. That's the tone for like someone coming on and being like, oh, we're very sorry, there's a delay. Yeah. But I hear it and it goes, do-do-do-do, like the prince is giving a ball.
Some people are just like, is that lady okay? Mommy, that lady's crazy.
They had one at Guilford Station for the longest time. I haven't heard it for a while, but it was the start of Jerusalem. Like the random, Old English hymn I learned for a show a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I think they feature it in Calendar Girls. Yeah. It's like the song that they start all their WI meetings.
I've never seen Calendar Girls. I have to see that movie. Yes.
Oh, it's so nice.
I remember seeing the ads for it and being like, I have to see that. Looks hilarious. And then I've never seen it.
I think mine might still be US region, but you can borrow it if it will work.
The list of movies that we're creating for you and I to both watch is absolutely insane.
Well, do you have Gilmore Girls?
I think it's on Netflix in full. It was, because I probably watched the whole of Gilmore Girls, like 9 seasons or something. When you realize that you've seen a TV show in the first place that's 9 seasons and rewatched it, it's not that I have time, it's that I didn't sleep. I sacrificed sleep in order to rewatch Gilmore Girls. Like, why would I do that?
It's Firefly and
oh yeah,
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh yeah.
We're actually going through that one again right now because they're 20-minute short segments. It's really nice because when Eric gets home from a show, it's like 10 o'clock or later.
Yeah.
But we still need to like wind down. Like you can't just come home and go crash straight into bed. So, and they're lights, they're happy, they're fun. They make us laugh.
Is that the cartoon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I have seen like the occasional episode. Okay. But I've seen Firefly for sure.
Oh yeah, I love Firefly.
I've seen the whole of Firefly. I don't know if I ever finished Firefly.
Oh, you should.
Or did it? Wait, Firefly got cancelled, right?
Yeah, so there's just the one season.
So that's why I haven't finished it. I'm thinking like, where did it go?
No one finished
what happened in the end of that? And I'm like, nothing. Yeah, I definitely need to rewatch that. Quite fun.
That's
even
so
just
good.
for the chemistry between the ship captain and the concubine.
Well, I think just that's what made the whole series was just that magic between that cast. Like everyone in that cast. They all got along so well, at least on camera. I think they did off camera as well.
It seemed like it. Like, I think some things you can't fake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you would hope you could if you were an actor, but like...
But it's one of those things that really shouldn't have to fake that you like someone.
Yeah, exactly. You would hope it comes out truthfully.
Yeah. If the casting goes well, you should be with people that you would get along with. That was something a casting director actually mentioned in one of my recent workshops, was just like, you're not only trying to cast people who will look well together, but also will work well together. Mm-hmm. Especially if you're casting like a small role in a series, against a series regular. Yeah. So you know what the series regular or what their character normally does and how they react. And this person coming in to be this smaller part next to them in the scene, how are they going to work with this person? Yeah. Like, what are they going to give something that they're going to really respond to? Or are they completely clash? Or, So I was like, oh, that's interesting. I mean, I know they say, oh, well, whenever you get an audition for a TV show or for a play, it's like, make sure you see it or read it or, see as much about it as you can before. Yeah. But usually you get these things as like, hi, you're doing this tomorrow. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I can't catch up on a series in 10 hours. So.
You're not trying hard enough, Rachel.
I try and I try.
There's only so many hours in a day. There's some helpful tips for you guys. Anyone is wanting to get some tips on like acting and acting work and how to get a director to cast you. Some tips right here. The level of concentration for an eyeliner. I'm trying to do it skinny because this look is like super skinny eyeliner.
Yeah, I totally didn't do that this morning. I was thinking about it, but you know what happens where, you know, you go do one eye and then you do the other and then suddenly like, oh, that's a little bit thicker on that side. And then you're like, well, and now I'm back to my normal 50s liner.
This is what happened. It's familiar. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Trying to use liquid liner to line the inside of your waterline.
Oh, I can never do that.
Not the best idea in the world. Would not recommend. Getting more on my eyeball than I am on my waterline.
Yeah. Every now and then I'll have a makeup artist who does like my waterline. And I just am always sort of like, okay, my eyes are kind of burned for the rest of the day.
Oh, does it really upset you?
It doesn't like horribly upset me, but I feel it. It's like just a little bit of irritation. I feel a little bit watery for like the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'll break out or have red eyes or something all day, but it's not comfy.
See, I don't mind it. It's just liquid liner is not really ideal because it's liquid. So weird to do makeup that's different. Look, give you guys an idea of the makeup that I'm doing. So bizarre. So not my thing. I'll show you this. This is what I'm going for. So kind of, yeah, very 80s does 40s. Not 40s does 80s, as I said to Rachel earlier. 40s, she's like,
how does that even work? Like with jetpacks?
What?
Oh, whenever someone says 80s does 40s, I think of Xanadu. That wonderful, awful mashup. The song is fabulous, and like the dancing and everything is really fun. Where I think Gene Kelly and forgetting the main actor's name, but they're talking about their dreams for the disco, and of course Gene Kelly's like, oh, you know, 4 girls singing in tight, tight harmony, and then these girls pop out of nowhere. Very, very 80s does 40s with like purple eyeshadow and teased hair, but also like 40s suits with like power shoulders. And I'm like, yeah, wow. That is so 80s and not 40s. And then of course they have the rock band come out to do, and it's a fun mashup of the tight harmony and the 80s music. But yeah, it's an odd musical.
I remember watching it on TV when I was younger and just being like, because I was so used to Olivia Newton-John from Grease, of course, and then I was just like, what was that? What did I just watch?
I think everyone was asking that.
Just a trip. It was a weird trip.
The music, though, is
strangely
very
enjoyable. Yeah, and that rollerblading scene. I mean, who doesn't want to emulate that?
A place where nobody dared to go.
They did a Broadway musical of it. A company here did it not too long ago, a couple of years back, and I saw it advertised. I'm like, seriously, how did I not get an audition for this? Because it's hilarious and awesome. Because I've only heard the cast album, and it's very, very tongue-in-cheek, very self-reflexive comedy.
Yeah.
Where very over the top at the beginning. She's like, sisters, I will go down and help this young artist achieve artistic achievement or greatness or whatever. And she's like, oh, and I shall go undercover. I will not call myself this. I will call myself Kira. And I shall sport an Australian accent. Good day, mate.
I'm going to have to hear this. I want to hear this awful Australian accent. Yeah. Do you like hearing terrible, like not like, but it's funny to hear terrible American accents?
I hear it too often.
Terrible / torturous.
Yeah. It's just more frustrating when,
they could cast you.
Well, just us Americans, we're over here, we're here, we're legal, we can work here, and they don't necessarily think of us.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, why? We can do it.
Believe it or not.
Or more often than not, they'll have us come in, oh, can you do British? And it's like,
why
you have so many British people over here.
We can't find one that does it right.
Although I have had 1 or 2 roles where I show up on the set and they didn't know I was American. So for the rest of the day, I was frightfully English.
As in that you never once told anyone that you were American? Like you just faked it the whole time?
Pretty much.
I love that. I'm almost there. Obviously I haven't done my hair yet, but we're getting there.
Maybe while you're doing your hair, I can do my powder.
There we go. There we go. We're getting there.
Lovely. Or tubular, man.
Tubular. Awesome.
Gosh, that reminds me of Fern Gully. You remember that one?
I certainly do.
I was trying to remember what other, because tubular, I remember, was like the word for the guy in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
He had one or two other like 80s phrases that were just like, wow.
I was near the rainforest that that's based on, because it's based on a rainforest near Byron Bay in Australia.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Aha.
I went to a falls in Australia, Protesters Falls, because they went to protest the cutting down of the ancient rainforest that was there. While we were there, my friend told me, she was like, yeah, Fern Gully was based on. So I was like, oh, this reminds me of Fern Gully, like with the whole protest thing. She's like, yeah, that's just over there. And I was like, oh, there you go.
Is that the falls that you were swimming in your Instagram post?
Yeah, that's the one.
Lovely.
The very same. If you like.
Oh, well, once I put on.
Oh, yeah, you haven't put your foundation on yet.
No,
Go
I
for
haven't.
it. That worked from a distance. The thing is, that tiny mirror, you're always like, I think it looks all right. In miniature format, it does.
Well, Miss Tipsters are there. Is there any way of getting powder out? Because I've got like 3 of these that are like almost out.
Ah.
And I would like to combine them because it ends up me being like, come on.
Surely you can get the top of it. I've never tried.
I've never tried either.
Mm. Can you get a knife in there and just jimmy it on out?
Challenge accepted.
Then I have to make my hair massive.
I do like the massive hair. When it's done well, like again, Meg Ryan. Just think of her beautiful, beautiful curls. And When Harry Met Sally. But then I also think of like Sleepless in Seattle. There's like the girl that Tom Hanks is starting to date before he meets Meg Ryan.
Yep.
And she has like what I think of as like 80s. Well, I guess it's more 90s hair, that frizz. The frizz triangle.
Oh, yes.
I'm like, no.
So popular, but
Why?
why? Concentration silence.
Yes, indeed. I feel like someone's watching us.
No one can see us, right? Yeah, this is completely anonymous.
And you notice I'm not giving any tips on how to do makeup because I'm like, yeah, I hope she doesn't notice I'm doing everything wrong.
Well, everything I know how to do, I make up. Like, I only have a tips and tricks channel because people saw me do makeup and were like, can you tell me how you do yours? Doesn't necessarily mean it's the right way to do it. It's definitely not the makeup artist way of doing it.
Well, that is one thing I love about being an actor is I get to meet so many great makeup artists and I get to just sit there in the chair and watch them work. And one, Joanne Coleman, she's great, amazing. I keep talking to her about like eyeshadow because for me, one thing recently I found is like I wanted to do like a darker evening smoky look.
Yeah.
But what I was finding was like when I finally put down the dark pigment, it just stuck. And I was like looking at all these tutorials and such about like, just blend it, just keep blending. And I'm like, I'm blending and this stuff is not moving. So I talked to her about it. She's like, oh, you just haven't put down enough light shade to begin with. So then you have a base to blend it into.
Oh.
And I'm like, mind blown. You have saved me so much, Joanne. Love you.
That's so clever. Well, I mean, like, she knows what she's talking about. That's why. I'm about to order a palette, the EYN. What's the brand called? Anyway, it's the EYN palette with like tons of different colors in it. I'm so excited because everything I have here is like really crappy, cheap drugstore brands, and there's like no pigment and it doesn't blend well at all. And I cannot wait to do some really cool eye looks. We'll see what my skill base is like because if it still doesn't work, then it's obviously not the eyeshadow. It's me. And that's all right, I can accept that.
Well, I just for the past couple Christmases been like, ooh, that Urban Decay palette, that looks really fun. So I now have like the cherry one, which I like, but it's not as versatile as I wish it was. I swear some of them are the same shade, just masquerading
Yeah, I think that happens a lot.
as each other.
That's why I don't like going for like themed palettes. I like going for ones that are just have a ton
Everything.
of colors in them. Yeah, because otherwise you kind of end up just with lots of the same thing, and they're quite expensive to get like good quality
Yeah.
palettes.
But at the same time, buying them singly is ridiculously expensive.
Oh yeah, so not worth.
But I also am not terribly adventurous with my eye makeup. I tend to stick with browns, and pink was like a little bit out there for me. But I had it, I think, done on me at some point, and I was like, oh, that actually does work with my eye color really well.
Yeah.
And my one problem though is then I feel really weird doing like a red or a pink lip along with the pink eyeshadow, because then I feel like pink.
Yeah, it feels really full on, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've seen some really cool stuff on Instagram, like 60s style and 70s style makeup, but I'm probably more likely to do it for the fun of creating something artistic than actually like wear it out. But, you know, oh well. Could be fun anyway. It's definitely a hobby of mine, playing with makeup. But I kind of wish I'd done a makeup course sometimes. I think I would have really enjoyed it.
I found out about eyeliner in high school for like a play, and I was like, wow, I love the way that looks. I want to do this every day.
Yeah.
So I just kept doing it. I've had some people be like, wow, how do you get your eyeliner so perfect? I'm like, well, it's not perfect, but it's like
I don't think it's perfect.
I found over the years my eye shape and what works for me. Because it's like I find like I go a little bit thicker on one eye because one eye is closed a little bit more than the other one. Like one's a little bit wider than the other. And so it's like a lot of people I think like, we have to make it exactly identical on each side. I'm like, actually, you need to know your eye shape and be okay with it being a little bit different.
Yep, for sure.
Because then it can help make things look even.
Yep, that's what I do with my lips, because I have one side of my lips. The actual like lip part down here is bigger, but it's like my lips kind of like that. So under here is bigger, but this is more straight and this side is curved, but the lip goes up here. It's probably the muscle is like more tense on that side or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
But I'm not about to get like Botox to fix it. Just not my jam.
No. Every now and then I get someone on Instagram being like, oh, we'll be happy to give you plastic surgery for free. And I'm like,
really?
no. And thank you? What?
That's so random.
I haven't gotten like a ton, but I've gotten a handful, and I'm just sort of like, should I be offended?
I think it's just so common these days. It's like the idea is that everyone wants to do it. And like, I don't, like, if people want to do it, this is not like a judgment. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
And some people get it done and look really good. But I'm never going to spend like £500 on getting my lips done or something. It's just not going to happen. If I had £500, I would buy a better microphone or a better camera or like
more makeup.
Yeah, like, I don't know. And I like the transformative power of makeup, but I'm quite happy with being natural. Like when I'm at home, I don't really care how I look, if that makes sense. And I know Val likes me the way I am, so.
Yeah. And as well, like growing older, like I'm not afraid of it. I remember hearing from someone that like people like Judi Dench or Helen Mirren have had surgery.
Really?
It's like, exactly, that was my reaction.
So surprised.
But it's more to help them look their best at their age. So it's like a little bit of a neck tuck, or, you know, maybe with a little bit of the folds on their eyes or something. And like, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I would probably be behind that if I was in such a position, you know, for my acting career.
I guess that's the thing. It's like, it's so easy to judge celebrities, but the reality is that like most people that I know who've had something done were told to get it done by an agent or like a modeling agent or whatever. And ever since they got it done, they got a ton more work, which is quite depressing in some ways, that you kind of have to do it to keep up. But if that's the thing, is the standard now as well. So it's not even necessarily about looking younger, it's about having a certain look, which realistically, if everyone's getting plastic surgery done, then no one really looks like that. You actually can only look like that if you get plastic surgery.
Yeah.
It's like a...
Although I was rereading some stuff on Marilyn Monroe, and I was like, oh, that's right, she had plastic surgery too.
A lot, yeah. She had her chin and her nose done twice. I don't think she had any lips or anything done. That was all makeup.
I'm debating doing lips now or later, maybe after hair. Just, I don't know, sometimes the hair goes a little crazy and I'm like, ugh, smear.
Well, when you're doing it, you get out of control.
Yes, absolutely. You know, especially 80s.
Just get that wild hairstyling.
Just can't control it.
I'm so excited. Do not judge my setting. Because it's like a messy 80s look. I'm not trying to set like I normally would for a 50s do where it has to be like perfect. I'm going insane. I literally just want wild tousled hair.
That tousled look.
This is fun. It's like so much faster and achievable than most of my 50s stuff. Meg Ryan hair.
Oh, focus. There we are.
She actually had great hair though. She and Julia Roberts, I feel like, had the best 80s hair.
Yes, they did. I haven't really even done anything with my hair. I just literally took it out of the pins.
I like this side though. It's got like a real... That you're reminding me of like a character from... Maybe it's a... I feel like it's a Tim Burton film. The hairstyle. Maybe from there's something Edward Scissorhands, like one of the characters or something.
Oh, maybe.
Just see if I can find this reference. But you are reminding me of someone. It's this bit here. This like
The last couple times, because I've been to see my husband's show a couple times, I looked online for some inspiration, and a lot of them were doing a swoop that I tend to do, like in the 50s style.
Yeah.
But, like, jacked up. Like,
yes,
super
massive.
tall. And I just had my hair cut. So it worked better when I had the longer hair, so then I could do a bit more of a swoop action.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other side was like flattened down or like pinned here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that actually feels really 80s. Well, I kind of like it. One side being pinned back. It's usually this one.
Yeah.
Because I do like the left side of my face better than the right. So funny.
Everybody has a side.
Mm-hmm. Except for those people who are like, no, actually, I just love it from all angles. I'm like, well done, you.
Lucky you. Yeah.
Oh, so many makeup artists that I've met on set of like a bunch of different movies and TV shows. For like the extras, especially, they're the higher ups will say, "Oh, we don't want them to look like they're wearing makeup," and the makeup artist will be like, "Here's the thing: they're all at a wedding. Everyone will be wearing makeup."
Yeah, as if
At a
anyone would
wedding.
go to a wedding without makeup on. Like,
Have you seen how they're dressed? They're in beautiful 1950s gowns. They're in tuxedos. It's like, yeah, but it's the end of the night. They're all sweaty. It's like, then the makeup will be maybe a little runny or a little shiny,
yeah,
but they will still be wearing makeup.
Is a male director?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, lots of my male friends will show me a picture of, again, like someone like Kim Kardashian and be like, people looks, or Rihanna, look, women look so pretty without makeup on. I'm like, that woman has like 10 times more makeup on than I usually wear.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it looks bad, but like, that is not a nude face, man.
Mm-hmm. There was one thing from the Marvelous Miss Maisel, I think the first episode, where she goes to bed with her makeup on, waits for the husband to fall asleep, and
Yep.
gets up, takes everything off, puts the mask on, puts the rollers in, and then
So good.
gets up half an hour before him to do everything, get back in bed. Oh, I just woke up like this.
Yeah. And the actual episode where she tells him,
Yes.
and he's just like, really, you did that? I never even noticed. And she was like, big hair, here we come.
Oh my gosh, Meg Ryan, where'd you come from?
Hi. I love that, like, the 80s was the era of the tease that you could see, and that was perfectly fine.
What was like the hairstyle of today? Is it still like kind of straight and highlighted?
I think the hairstyle of today is like the super slicked back high ponytail with the big fake long hair, like Ariana Grande.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
There's also like a bit of the bump thing. Or, like,
yeah? Oh, yeah,
I've
maybe,
seen,
yeah, a little
like,
bit.
A half up like bump with a little ponytail or something, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's pretty big. Although that's very 90s. I think because the 90s is coming back at the moment. Oh, and I think everyone's doing like the slicked down hair, like very straightened, but then it's got like, it's parted here and it's got like the two big clips, like are they called barrettes in America?
okay.
It's like super trendy right now. And I think forever our generation is going to be the top, like the messy bun right on top of your head.
Yeah.
But to me, that's not a hairstyle. That's, I can't be fucked. Like, that's how I do my hair on days when I'm just like, oh, I'm at home and no one's going to see me.
I'm just in awe of the tease.
Yeah, we shall see. On camera, it doesn't look anywhere near as big. It's so big in real life. I may have to go in front of a big mirror to see this.
I might have you tease my hair.
Yeah, no worries.
When I've been doing the 80s thing for going to the show, I feel like it's not enough. It's not enough.
It needs to be bigger.
Well, while she's away, I will do lipstick. If it will choose to focus on me. I don't know about you with the corners. So difficult.
Oh, that pink is great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It just changes the whole face. We have a new character to add to today's episode. Bee's hair.
Bee's hair,
The
yeah.
world.
Rachel, myself, and my hair are going to go to Stranger Things tonight. Putting on these earrings from Bow and Crossbones, which I felt were very 80s appropriate. Just like big circle earrings and a matching bespangled cuff. There we go. Feeling ready to go. I'll zhuzh your head if you like.
Yes. Oh, then it will be. Our hair will just walk off without us today.
Believe it or not, we're going to be doing a video, like we're going to sing for the channel shortly after this in our 80s look. I feel like I'm going to have to explain beforehand. How much zhuzhing are you wanting, like big hair?
I don't want it like all on top.
You want it out to the sides more?
Yeah, I mean, I like having this part up,
All right.
but yeah, don't think you're gonna make me look bad. So
She trusts me. That's
I
so
trust her.
funny. Be prepared that you're going to have to wash this out of your hair, by the way.
that's okay.
I mean, you can just like wear the same hairstyle tomorrow
This is true.
if you want to look 80s for the next 24 to 48 hours. I haven't like styled it. I've just teased it. I'm just letting the hairspray dry a little bit in case you're like, my hair's just standing on end. That's basically the end of that.
It's amazing the difference that lipstick makes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I never was a huge lipstick person, but since I started doing the Lullabon Rose and the more longer lasting lipsticks,
Mm-hmm.
I've been like, yeah, it just makes such a difference. It's just like that first swipe that you put on your lips, you're like, wow.
Chicka wow wow.
Just the contrast between like your natural lip and the brightness that you just put on it. It's like, oh wow.
Once you get over that initial shock of how bright you look,
Yeah.
like when you first start wearing it, it just becomes total addiction.
I'm always really jealous of people who do have the really ringlety hair. And then when they do cut it short, it just is this halo of curl.
Yeah.
That's why the pin curls, to try and give it more definition, but still
Yeah.
make it look natural.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty big. Just gonna try and like lift this and spray things a little bit. To get it to stay up a bit more. All right. Feel free to go and have a look in the mirror and tell me what you think if you like. So guys, we've finished. We'll give you like a full outfit demo. We call it like a fashion parade or something before we go. But here's our makeup and hair looks. Full on. The hair like barely fits in the frame. It's kind of
like
massive.
it all like melds together when we get too close.
This is probably the only time you'll see me in 80s.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
I was telling her she looks like a mermaid.
I don't know what that was. So anyway, guys, I hope you liked the look. I hope you liked getting to know Rachel a bit better. Stick around if you want to see more from us and if you want to see us singing, because we will now be recording a little tune together. So keep tuned for that. Keep tuned for that. So anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to give a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below and let me know what you thought of the video and any future suggestions. Come and follow me on my Instagram. Join us in the Vintage Tips and Tricks Facebook group. We would love to have you and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Bye.